While the introductions are going there, the eyes everywhere else move to the other end of the field. The entry of the two sides, Manchester United on the left, led by Tommy Docherty, and on the right by the 6'4" Laurie McMenemy. And to those two managers, they must think what a difference a couple of years made. 2 years ago, they were both in sides relegated from the first to the second. Tommy Docherty with Manchester United, Laurie McMenemy, Southampton. But what a game of cruel twists it is, and delightful moments too, because they are both now really back in the limelight again. Peter Rodrigues on the right there. While Her Majesty makes her way to the Royal Box, the teams, I gather, will be presented to the Duke of Edinburgh. Lou Macari there. The Southampton players, Mike Shannon. So they're wearing yellow shirts with a blue V. His Royal Highness, the Duke of Edinburgh now, coming out with Sir Andrew Stephen. Mr. Ted Kroger behind, Secretary of the Football Association. Normally I thought we had the anthems after the introductions of the two teams. I only presume they must be waiting now for Her Majesty the Queen to arrive into the Royal Box, and that's exactly what the Duke of Edinburgh is watching for now. Certainly I felt that the normal procedure was that His Majesty is that the teams were presented first and the Royal Anthem, the national anthem came after that. So, the Duke of Edinburgh making sure that all is well in the Royal Box, and now we do have the national anthem.
National anthem sang with more gusto than that, Brian.
No, I think both the national anthem and Abide With Me were sung, as you say, with tremendous gusto here this afternoon by the Manchester United fans and by those of Southampton. The turn of Manchester United then to be presented to His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh. Sammy McElroy there. There's Lou Macari. Gordon Hill, who'd only ever been here once before to watch a Speedway meeting. Steve Coppell, Brian Greenoff, David McCreary, the substitute as well. Little Irish boy who never stops running, and it seems never stops smiling. And Tommy Docherty, who's known the bad times and now really seems to be enjoying the good ones. The turn now of Southampton and their captain Peter Rodrigues, who 12 months ago was on a free transfer from Sheffield Wednesday. Well, for him, what a difference a year can make. Jim Steele there on the left. Bobby Stokes is there and Mel Blythe. Mike Shannon, the man who might yet swing it all. Paul Gilchrist, who scored that vital first goal in the semi-final. David Peach there, the full-back. Ian Turner, the goalkeeper, who said he was a bit nervous around about noon. Nicky Holmes and Peter Osgood, who's been here before for a cup final. So too is Jim McCalliog and the great professional Hugh Fisher and Laurie McMenemy. Former guardsman, friend of Jack Charlton, been to places like Doncaster and Bishop Auckland and Grimsby, and had a few troubled times earlier on in the season at Southampton when they couldn't win away from home. Clive Thomas, the referee, and his two linesmen, Mr. Gray and Mr. Marchant. And of course the reserve linesman today, Mr. Appleby. So while His Royal Highness now goes back to the Royal Box to take his seat, both sets of players will be glad indeed that they can at last put all the preliminaries behind them and set about getting the nerves out of their muscles. And in fact Southampton made the first move, in fact, and have gone down to the Southampton end of the field. The two teams then, just to give you a last check. Manchester United, first of all, exactly the side as forecast. Stepney, Forsyth and Houston, Daly, Greenough and Buchan the skipper. Coppell, McElroy, Pearson, Macari and Hill, with McQuarrie the substitute, manager Tommy Docherty. Southampton, the only query for manager Laurie McMenemy was who to play at number 7, whether it should be Hugh Fisher or whether it should be Paul Gilchrist, and Paul Gilchrist got the spot. Turner in goal, Rodrigues and Peach, Holmes, Blythe and Steele, Gilchrist, Shannon, Osgood, McCalliog, Stokes and Hugh Fisher the substitute, Laurie McMenemy the manager. Gordon Hill, who started the season in the 3rd division with Millwall. A lot of managers looked at him and a lot of them wondered and couldn't believe quite what they were seeing. Tommy Docherty came in, bought him and kind of regretted it for a moment. But will it be Hill's day or will it be Mike Shannon's day? He's been here often enough for England. Will it be Peter Osgood's day? Peter Osgood, who's been here before with Chelsea and helped them to win the Cup in 1970 in a replay against Leeds United at Old Trafford. And from Old Trafford now, Lou Macari, the man that Jackie Charlton said could well be the man to swing the whole thing Manchester United's way. Such a busy little Scottish midfield player. What about Ian Turner, the man who said that he was nervous at midday, but a man who came from Grimsby and 2 years ago was playing for Grimsby reserves in front of 100 people. The toss-up now between the two skippers. Martin Buchan on the left, Peter Rodrigues on the right. And we really couldn't have a better referee today here than Clive Thomas, a man who changed his whole philosophy. A year or so ago, he seemed to be booking everybody in sight, playing it more to the letter than the spirit of the law, but he really examined himself very closely, and there's no doubt at all about it that Clive Thomas's refereeing has been one of the features of this season, and he well deserves this honour here at Wembley this afternoon. So as we get towards the kick-off time, it's a question really as to whether Southampton now can hold on, as Alex Stock of Fulham was saying last night, can fight and scratch and compete and compete and compete for the first 20 minutes to half an hour of this game to keep Manchester United at bay and then to start build something of their own account. Well, Peter Rodrigues, their skipper, is a man who has got to get them going and keep them going over that critical first 20 minutes. And Laurie McMenemy seems so relaxed. Shaking hands with Tommy Docherty there. So they are going to suffer a bit on the bench there in the next 90 minutes. The action, though, is going to come onto the field. And professionals will always say the cup finals are all about players. And it's these 22 players now who are going to have an hour and a half that they may never forget. So the man who says we've got to Wembley and now we've got to win it is this man, Mike Shannon. And it's from Scotland we hear that Johnston has put Rangers 1-0 ahead right at the start of the Scottish Cup final against Hearts at Hampden Park. Rangers 1-0. So I wonder what Lou Macari is having a word with Clive Thomas about there. Clearing a point of law? I wonder. I look at the watch. 76 Wembley is almost underway. And now it is, as Manchester United attacking the goal to our right, in red shirts and white shorts, black stockings. Get us away with Southampton in those yellow shirts and blue shorts. Here's Peach. Here's Daly. And now with Stuart Houston. Pearson. Steele sticking right close to him. Trying to play the long ball here towards Shannon. Played on nicely by Shannon towards Stokes. But Buchan was in there like a dart for Manchester United. Daly now. Trying to get a bit of progress down that right touchline, but Nicky Holmes was there for Southampton, who finished 6th in the second division. Manchester United still with one game to play in the first division, but look destined to finish 3rd. A quiet man in the Southampton side, Nick Holmes. Daly with the throw. Pearson coming towards him. Koppel. That's the shot. Oh, there was a chance there. There really was a chance there, but the whistle had gone. Macari's feet maybe were too high. But Koppel got in a beautiful shot there. Koppel shot, Turner beating it down. Macari was in there, and his feet were a little high, said Clive Thomas.
I thought they were offside, actually. He didn't... I don't think he would have allowed a goal there, because the challenge on the goalkeeper was a bit quick and a bit unfair.
But an indication maybe of Ian Turner's nerves, Jack?
Yeah, maybe, you know. I mean, Koppel did what we expect Koppel to do today. He got inside and he got on his left foot and he whacked one, and it was a good shot, and he was likely to do this whole game.
Right, a free kick to now Southampton. Well, that would have been a disaster if Manchester United, certainly from Southampton's point of view, if Manchester United had whipped one in there. But here's a long ball forward again. Houston jumping underneath that one, Buchan getting it away.
There's Buchan giving Alex Stepney a bit of stick there. I thought Alex slept just a little. I should have come and took that one.
Well, here's Stokes. Shannon not quite able to get hold of that one. Houston feeding McElroy. Rodrigues nipping in, and so too is Macari. Gordon Hill very deep. Cut out by Rodrigues very neatly. There's McCalliog. Now Macari. There goes Osgood. McCalliog, former Manchester United player. Back to Alex Stepney. Forsyth, good ball there into space for Daly. Koppel just beating off that challenge of Jim Steele. Brian Greenoff, who's adapted so well into the back four for Manchester United this season, and what a lovely ball there to Houston. Touched on along the touchline there for Gordon Hill. This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. Pearson down there. Oh, and McElroy very nearly turned it in, and Southampton were nearly in trouble again, but the whistle had gone. Jack?
Yeah, he gave him offside here. I think it's very, very close. But if you look at the monitor, you'll see he was just offside. But if who was it took the ball first? If Sammy McElroy had taken the ball cleanly in the first place, he was in with a great chance. He was a bit unlucky, just left him.
Good decision there by the linesman on the far side, Alf Gray, because there wasn't much in that offside decision. Turner then, who's had one or two moments. Must just have a few little worrying moments for Southampton. Just cause one or two little ripples of worry amongst their side that they can be exploited as quickly as that. Pearson. shielding the ball again from Steele, taking a nice pass back from Koppel. Manchester United on the go again, and offside again, this time against McAvoy.
On the two chances they've had there, Brian, the number of people Manchester United have had inside the 6-yard box, never mind the 18-yard box, is phenomenal how they get there and get there so quickly. That ball there that was played offside, the ball really should have gone across field to Gordon Hill, who was completely free and asking for it. And he was ignored. Whether he was seen or not, I don't know.
Shannon. Greenoff. Going past McCalliog as though he really wasn't there. Forsyth. Koppel. Looks in good form. Looks very sharp indeed and full of confidence too. Forsyth. Crossed in once more there, nodded on, and this time Turner safely behind it from Macari's header. Holmes, good break. Brought down, free kick. Foul by Forsyth.
At the beginning of the season, he would have got booked off Clive Thomas for that. But I think Clive just swallowed it a little bit and said no. He was a little bit late, and I think he was a bit deliberate as well.
But a free kick given. David Peach is going to take it. Rick Holmes up there ahead of him. Peach, who scored a penalty and would be the penalty taker for Southampton today. Osgood coming towards this one with a really desperate leap there. Holmes almost had the ball at his feet. Peach for Southampton. Shannon coming for this one, trying to turn it back again, but that ball will be out of play for a throw to Manchester United. Just over 6 minutes gone, no score. Well, they've taken it from quite the wrong place. Alex Forsyth will have to go back and take it again. No, well, they'll get it taken eventually. It's going to be Daly, and it's with Pearson. Nice play. Daly, nice play. Koppel looks the dangerous man in these early stages, played through a game, but again, Southampton, are they playing a good offside trap?
They've done it very well up to now, and they've got away with it. But it's a very dicey game to play, especially here at Wembley. But Manchester United are throwing so many people forward that one of them are almost bound to go offside at some time or other. I feel Gordon Hill's taking up some great positions on the left, and they're going through the middle. When they find that he's there and start feeding him, then they're going to cause him a lot more trouble. Instead of playing the ball through their back four, they're going to play it across it.
A throw to Southampton. No, it's a throw to Manchester United. Forsyth. Pearson, skillfully kept in, but only to the benefit of Jim Steele. Picking up Paul Gilchrist here for Southampton. Played on for Shannon. Buchan thought about passing it back, but Stokes had got in behind him, and Buchan thought better of it. Sammy McAvoy. Brian Greenoff. Koppel. Peach getting in well there. Timed that challenge beautifully, and here's Osgood. Stokes up with him. Offside.
There's a pattern emerged already in the game, Brian. Manchester United are not going to do anything different to what they always do. They're playing the ball very sharp and very quickly around. They're playing it wide to the wingers. And they're knocking him up to Pearson, and he's knocking them back.
Peach for Southampton, played back for Turner.
And Southampton are pushing up a little bit on them, but they're not pushing up tight enough at the moment. They've got to get a lot closer to the wingers than that, these two fullbacks.
Right, so that's something we must watch. Peach must get close in on Koppel, and Rodriguez on the far side must get close in on Hill. Now here is Koppel now, and you see Peach is about 4 or 5 yards off him. And now this gives Manchester United another chance to break. Macari, though, stopped by Jim Steele. Trying to take on a bit too much, though, and Forsyth is going through. There's a gap there for Forsyth, and there's a shot that's well wide. But that was a perfect example, Jack, of how things began once Peach didn't get tight enough on Steve Koppel.
This is Malcolm Allison once said to me, it's not what you do when they've got the ball, it's what you do when you've got it. And in fact, Paul Gill says, just let him go away from him a few yards. And then when the ball came there, he didn't know where he was. And you give Koppel this room to control it, and then look, you're going to get in trouble.
And there's Forsyth with a lot of space, but not a particularly good shot. So quite a duty for David Peach, and there's Nicky Holmes. Shannon slipping once or twice in these early stages. Houston. Offside again, and Pearson a good 3 or 4 yards offside. Play on though, said the referee. Good decision. And now, right at the other end, Mike Shannon caught offside. Well, we've got two sides here playing the offside trap, which, as Jack says, is a dangerous game. But certainly if you play it well, it's a very effective game.
It is, but if one thing's going to spoil this cup final, it's going to be exactly this. Because if it's done and done properly the way they're doing it at the moment, they'll stifle all good attacking moves that are starting to build up and happen.
Daly will take the throw. Steele challenging rather high there on Pearson, but he made contact with the ball. It's a throw for Manchester United. Just over 10 minutes gone, no score. Daly. Holmes was in hard. Gilchrist is there quickly. Stokes is trying to battle away there against Forsyth. Linesman flagging on this side, and the referee overruling him.
I should think he did. I didn't see anything wrong there at all.
Neither did I, Jack. Well, that was a strange throw there by Mike Shannon. He took it very quickly, and McCalliog very nearly picked it up, and it took Green off to whack it behind for a corner.
Again, I felt Alex Stepney just slept a little bit on that throw-in. He left Jimmy Green have to run back towards his own touchline to clear a ball that was difficult, not knowing where anyone was behind him. And Alex could see the whole picture and didn't come at all. I'm a bit worried about Alex Stepney at the moment.
Here's Peach with the corner for Southampton. And Macari, one of the smallest men, in fact, who got it away. Koppel just dinking it over the head of Holmes. Here's Hill on this side of the field. Long ball there. This time Houston would have been onside, but McCalliog's header got it away. Now it comes to Pearson. Played on again for Hill. Onside, he's all right. Is this number one? No, pushed away there by Turner. Well, that was one occasion when the offside didn't work. Osgood playing it on now for McCalliog. Houston. And Rodriguez going in there, just nicking it inside for Paul Gilchrist. Osgood again. Rodriguez. And McElroy putting it out of play. It's with Osgood. Macari there first. Shannon in hard. Osgood again. Chipped inside again for Nicky Holmes. Played back for Gilchrist. And an offside flag up against Mike Shannon. But again, the referee saying play off with Manchester United in control and in possession. So good work so far by Clive Thomas. He's really keeping this game moving. Long kick there. Steele playing it back ever so delicately there to Ian Turner. Shannon, Stokes, Holmes. Shannon. Nice reverse ball there. Look at the ground that David Peach has made here. Onto the right foot. Not his best one, but he's got the cross in there again. Shannon nodding it on once more. McCalliog's right in there. Southampton have got players into that area now. And Stepney gathering well. A throw that releases Gordon Hill. Daly is inside him. A throw to Manchester United. Well, Southampton looking a little better in the last couple of minutes or so. A nice little move forward there, and Laurie McMenemy, the manager, must have been relieved to see that. Just coming up to a quarter of an hour gone, still 0-0.
The position that Peter Osgood's taken up is a little bit strange for me. He's always been a midfield player, Peter, but today he's playing up on the right-hand side. I don't know what reason this is for. It could cause him a bit of trouble, actually, in the air.
Macari now. Houston. That'll come through to McElroy. Blythe is right behind him. And McCalliog got that away. Here is Osgood. Inside for Gilchrist. Shannon going wide on the right. Here's Stokes. Played back again. Nice ball there. And good play here by Southampton. Peach coming up quickly. And a lot of space now for Southampton. Letting one drive off Alex Forsyth. Behind for the corner. Interesting the amount of space they had there. And a good move, Jack.
Just a little bit unbalanced, Manchester there. And it's happened 2 or 3 times. The space seems to be occurring for Southampton down this left-hand side. Unfortunately for them, it's not... they haven't got Mike Shannon in there to use his pace in it. Paul Gilchrist isn't the paciest of players.
Peach with the corner. Osgood there with a header over the top.
As I was saying before, Peter Osgood has taken these positions up wide on the right, and he's very good in the air, and if he can get in behind, he's going to cause Manchester a little bit of problem there.
Couldn't quite get above it.
No, but it was a good header. It could have dropped in the far side as easy as over the bar.
Stepney with the kick for Manchester United. And after those early flurries, the game a little more evenly poised. Those early flurries of Manchester United. McCalliog to Osgood. Nobody there. Only Forsyth for Manchester United. Now Steve Coppell. Peach is the man who got the tackle in.
He got it in there, Brian, but he was a little bit late again.
Still holding off Coppell at 4 or 5 yards. Pearson. Nice touch again. Daly right up. And Coppell right up. And Peach closing quickly enough. And a goal kick going. Turner with a kick for Southampton. Stokes. Gilchrist. That's not a bad ball if Rodriguez can pick it up. Rodriguez again. And now Macari for Manchester United. Now Osgood. Well, he went a long way back and lost it. And here's McElroy. It's still not away yet. Osgood very, very deep there. Passing it back to Turner. And that could easily have fallen for McElroy. Good jump again by Shannon. Stokes couldn't quite latch onto it. I would imagine we'd see a lot of Stokes feeding off those flicks from Shannon. Gilchrist. McCalliog. Peach. Well, Copper got the better of him there. And now it's Jerry Daly. Houston. Space over there. Hill is over there with him. Here's Gordon Hill. That lovely little left foot coming. Look at the space here for Macari as well. The shot coming across there. I don't think Steele really knew how he got that one away. Houston again. Macari. Blythe stopped that one going in. But a throw to Manchester United.
What a tremendously gifted lad this Gordon Hill is. Tremendous balance and poise.
To think that he started the season in the 3rd division with Millwall. Here he is at Wembley now with his throw for Manchester United. And a good long throw as well. Blythe going in there. Macari going in there. Well-timed jump there by Macari. Jim Steele. Again, Macari losing that one in the air to McCalliog. Calliope completely miscuing there as well. McElroy. Well, it's a bit muddled at the moment. But now, can McElroy do something about it? No, because it's lifted high into the stand by Mel Blythe. So a throw to Manchester United. Just coming up to 20 minutes gone. Manchester United 0, Southampton 0. Gordon Hill's long throw. Mel Blythe's header. Paul Gilchrist. The long ball forward for Mick Shannon. Sort of ball that he enjoys getting, but really didn't have quite enough room on that far side. Not seen any Shannon runs yet, Jack.
No, that was the one he needed. He just got a yard short on that one. If he'd been able to knock it forward, he was clear. And then he needs some catching.
Shannon back for McCalliog. Osgood's header.
Obviously, Laurie's told Peter to get in there and look for the balls that are going to be knocked in the box in the air, because they do lack a bit of height and a bit of strength there, Manchester United, and he's just allowed to could solve it for him.
And significantly, not quite so much noise from the Manchester United crowd at the moment. Blythe, McCalliog, Shannon. But now there might be, as Pearson tries to get hold of this one and succeeds in doing so, but I think he's taken a knock as he got to it, but Blythe got up. Pearson, I think, has taken had a nasty old knock there. It's that right thigh of his, and it's his first game for something like 3 weeks. That'll be a terrible blow for Manchester United. David McCreary, their substitute, already beginning to warm up as a precaution on the far side. There's David McCreary. But I imagine Stuart Pearson would take an awful lot of persuading to walk off this field, unless he really has to this afternoon. It's Macari at the moment with some delicate skills. Good safe header away, though, by Rodrigues, and Greenoff turning it into touch. A drop kick back from Tommy Doherty. Played on for Gilchrist. Turned in again this time towards Stokes, but it was Buchan's header that got it away. Nicky Holmes coming back hard, but in fact it's Steve Coppell now for Manchester United. Steele slipped there for a moment, and it was a rather clumsy challenge of his in the end. But Manchester United keep possession with Jerry Daly. Halfway through the first half, still no score. Played the ball quite fairly. Calliope, the long ball forward, that's the one Shannon likes. And the crowd were rising to it. They knew what to expect, and so too did Buchan. So it'll be a throw to Southampton. Buchan did well to cover Shannon there, matched him for pace. Peach now with a cross. Osgood on the far side. Houston's header, it'll only come as far as Holmes, though. Nodded down again towards McCalliog. Here's Gilchrist. Peach played in and offside. Again, Manchester United playing that offside trap so well. And Lou Macari, I notice, acknowledging it to the linesman, saying well done. The referee decided to play it on, though. He wants to keep the game going, which is a good sign.
Standard of the game is very good, Brian. You know, there's been no real sign of nerves from either team, apart from maybe the first couple of minutes from Southampton. Since then, it's settled down, and they're both playing the game the way it should be played.
But still no goals. Now Gilchrist. Osgood and Shannon are both in the middle. Stokes is making a run as well. Oh, a little back heel and a little step forward again this time. And Manchester United, again, coolly getting themselves out of trouble in the end with Greenoff and now Forsyth. Good ball forward now for Daly. Steele taking him down and a free kick. Never quite matched Jerry Daly for pace on that run.
It was a foul that was always going to happen, because if Jerry Daly got there first, the other lad was committed, Steele, to trying to get it, and it was going to be a foul anyway.
So a free kick. Pearson looks all right. fit again now as Forsyth takes this free kick for Manchester United. McCalliog stabbing it forward there for Shannon, but he didn't have quite enough firmness on it. Greenoff. Houston. Back for Martin Buchan. Lofted forward again and offside. It was McElroy offside there, and he was giving Buchan a bit of stick there, I think, for not maybe releasing the ball a little quicker.
Sammy McElroy, all this game up to now, has been the one that's been going into the offside positions. He's turning off the back man, as we call it. And you can't get away with this. You've got to go deeper and make your runs from deep.
Another burst of shouting from the United fans. And it's United in possession again with Buchan. Forsyth. Southampton have weathered the first vital 25 minutes, which so many people felt would be so important to them. But now it's Koppel trying to get away from Holmes, and a free kick given to Manchester United right on the corner of that penalty area. Koppel brought down by Holmes. A signal for Greenoff and for Houston to come forward. They've got 2, 4, 6, 7 people, and the free kick about to be taken. That was it. And here's Alex Forsyth with the free kick. Driven low, hit against Shannon. Played for Hill. McCalliog getting it away. Buchan isolated there. Houston in for Buchan. Buchan again for Macari now. Oh, he's gone past Blythe. He turns it back there for Daly, and somehow that was knocked away by a combination of defender and goalkeeper. But here's Gordon Hill. A back heel and a beautiful one there for Forsyth. Turned in first time, and Gilchrist taking no chances at all. Lovely play there by
that was the best bit of quality we've seen in the game. It was all there, good passing, good running. Blue Macari stealing through in an inside left position to get himself clear. Lay a beautiful ball back that really had goal written all over it.
Well, here's the corner. Curled in once more. Turner jumping for it, only pawing it away, and it took the right foot of David Peach to get it right away for Southampton.
It's nice to see Clive allowing a bit of challenge on the goalkeeper. Most referees nowadays blow the whistle as soon as anyone breathes on him.
No, he's been one of the stars of the afternoon so far. Now it's Shannon. Played for Holmes. Made some good breaks, Holmes. Peach. There's that long cross again. There's Osgood on the far side of it. That's the obvious tactic, as Jack was pointing out.
It's a shame Holmes lacks that little bit of pace to exploit the space that's been opened up for him up that side. If Gordon Hill had been left that space, then the other game would have been over now.
Blythe. Ted Bates on the right there. Great old servant of the Southampton club with manager Lauren McMenemy. Now another break from United. It's Sammy McElroy. Stopped though by Gilchrist, but only half stopped as Macari picks it up with that short, whippy little stride of his. Here he is again. Flick forward this time for Daly. Here's Koppel. This could be danger. Forsyth going on the outside. Here comes the early ball. Right across the face of that goal, and Hill couldn't quite turn it back. Played 1 or 2 good overlaps, Alex Forsyth.
Yeah, he's got into a good position here. I think the ball was maintained to be driven a little bit lower than what he did, and it took a deflection which pushed the ball towards the goals. But if you notice, Koppel, Manchester United won't play the ball in behind the fullback. Pearson comes across, has the ball played at him, and then Koppel drops off backwards. The fullback normally runs into a covering position, and it leaves Koppel to have the ball played to him, and then he can run at the fullback. The fullback, in fact, has got to start sticking with Koppel in spite of the fact that Pearson is in behind him. He's not got to worry about the cover, he's just got to pick him up.
Now Hill. Now Houston. The point being that Peach has got to stick close to Koppel, as we said before. Here's Peach now. Showing a lot of confidence there. The right foot isn't his best foot. That was a half volley of what, 35 yards straight back to his goalkeeper. Calliog, Stokes touching it nicely. Here's Holmes, as Jack says, lacking just that half a yard of pace to get away. Now McCalliog, chance really, and to line everything up and indeed to call people towards him, and then really made quite a hash of it. Been here for a cup final before, 10 years ago for Sheffield Wednesday, when they lost to Everton. Peach. Half an hour gone, Manchester United 0, Southampton 0.
We haven't had the early goal in, Brian.
No, we've had the 30 minutes that Southampton we felt would need to hold Manchester United. That's gone by, and so far no disasters for the underdogs. But here come Manchester United again through their skipper Martin Buchan, but it was Mike Shannon right back to turn it back to his goalkeeper Ian Turner. Shannon, beautifully killed, nice skill there. And Rodriguez making the run, but Houston, a nice interception, and now this could set United on their way as it finds Gordon Hill. It's Gilchrist coming back to save it really for Southampton. Here's Osgood, played in night, beautiful ball played inside there for McCalliog, but he couldn't quite find Blythe, who'd made a run up on the far side. Still Southampton with Bobby Stokes now. Here's Shannon. Oh, and it might come to him again. It might come to Osgood again. It might still come to Osgood. Trying to turn it, but the whistle had gone. Well, a few peppery moments there for Manchester United.
The ball just didn't come clean to him. It went to Shannon first, didn't come clean to him, and it went to Osgood and didn't go clean to him either.
And you know what would have happened if it had?
Oh yeah, well Peter, especially in that position, he doesn't miss him.
Koppel now. Peach sticking a bit closer that time. Daly with Manchester United's throw. Pearson. Daly. Oh, this looks dangerous. Oh, and it's curled right across there, Rodriguez. Oh, and it must have seemed an eternity before Turner got there to get on the ball before Gordon Hill came in.
I bet Peter thought he had done it all wrong there.
But it's McCalliog now for Southampton. The long ball forward, exactly right for Shannon. Oh, and he very nearly made it. Mike Shannon there, he cannot believe that didn't go to the back of the net, because that caught Alex Stepney's boot. From behind we see it. There we are, just catching Stepney's left boot.
We said before the game, Alec is tremendous at narrowing angles, and he narrowed that one right down. And probably the hardest part of the field to narrow it, with someone coming right through the middle. But he did it, and he did it very, very well. It should have been a goal.
But you put that down to good goalkeeping and not lucky goalkeeping, Jack. Now it's Daly. Well, Shannon, that really was one of the classic Shannon breaks. It didn't really bounce quite the way he wanted to bounce, but then in the end, at least enabled him to get a shot in.
I thought he had the time, Brian, and he didn't do it very well.
Pearson, Daly. And now Forsyth. And now Daly. Here's Forsyth again. Jerry Daly. Forsyth. Doing a little bit of hustling here, Southampton, but the ball eventually goes in there over the heads of them all. Goal kick.
I think my man of the match up to now has been Jerry Daly, in fact. He's had a really good game. He's supported everything, he's worked at the back, and he's got into some good positions inside their box for through balls and things, and he's really looked a good player.
And he cost £12,000 when he came to Manchester United from Bohemians, the Republic of Ireland side. Tremendous player. Rodrigues, the long ball forward. Buchan's header away. Gilchrist, in fact, obstructed by the referee. Houston, a long ball forward. Pearson's darting after this one. Steele is there to police him. It's got to be a corner. So now Manchester United bring them forward again. Houston's coming forward. Forsyth is coming forward. Sammy McElroy with that corner. Floated in once more. And some pushing there, presumably by Macari.
He's an amazing little lad, Lou. He gets in there and he competes in the air. He must only be about 5'2", but there's no balls in there that he can't get in the air. The determination that he shows is a credit to the game, actually, for a little fella.
And there was a signal, I think, you probably caught the last bit of it, from Macari to the Manchester United fans to get cheering a bit more. Shannon's header. Steele getting that one away from McElroy's header. Green off. Gilchrist. Stokes. McCalliog. On this side is Peach if he can reach him. Playing it safely back to Ian Turner, the goalkeeper. Houston winning that from Shannon in the air. Mel Bly just touching it to his skipper, Peter Rodrigues. About 8 minutes to go to half-time. Osgood. McCalliog. Now, has Gilchrist got a bit of pace here? Turning it in first time, but there's nobody there. Well, or maybe there will be. Shannon came up so late. Very nearly got it in.
That was a ball. That was a good ball from him, actually. Playing it across the face of the goal, just too far for the goalkeeper. And defenders are committed to playing it. It was a good ball in here. If anyone had been cutting the line of that ball, that was a goal.
Here comes the corner. It's out to Rodrigues.
That's what dreams are made of, Brian. You catch him right in the fly-in. Peters didn't.
Martin Buchan. Stuart Houston. Shannon. But in fact, it didn't quite get to Shannon. Gilchrist to Osgood. And out of McCalliog. Rodrigues making a run down the right. Just dinking it in again, but Houston there to head it away. McCalliog again, but Houston. Koppel. Past Peach. Shannon's the next man he's got to take on. And Shannon, good piece of timing. Daly nicking that in first time. Pearson with the header. McElroy's right in there too. Gilchrist only getting it half away. Here's Forsyth. Macari. Forsyth. Chipped in once more towards Gordon Hill. Peach. Played to Shannon with a good deal of confidence. Shannon for Osgood. A touchback this time for McCallion. No, that'll never, ever reach Bobby Stokes. Instead, it's with Martin Buchan. And now United have got everybody bar Alex Stepney in the Southampton half of the field. Linesman flagging for a free kick to Manchester United. The referee agreeing. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Stuart Houston with the kick for Manchester United. Played short to Gordon Hill. Played back, just look at the pace, or the space rather, there for Houston, although he couldn't quite reach it. Are you as confident about Manchester United winning as you were before the start?
Yes, I am. They've only had one moment of anxiety at the back, really, and that was when Mike Shannon got clear. The rest of the time, it's been Manchester United have looked like they could score really at any time. They've had some good chances, got some good positions, and the ball just hasn't gone for them correctly yet. But I still go along with Manchester United. They still got the quality in this game at the moment.
Coppell's header. Pearson. Coppell's got into the middle. Brought down by Steele, right on the edge of the box. No, he's not even given a free kick. He's given a goal kick.
That's the worst decision he's made all day.
That looked a foul. It looks on the edge of the box. There we are, Jack.
He says it was a dive, but it wasn't. He was taken. There you go.
Stand by that?
I think so. He was just knocked off balance at a time when the player, he was played, in fact. The ball wasn't played, he was played. Just enough to knock him off balance. It was a foul.
Gilchrist header. Osgood. A free kick with a foul on Osgood by Brian Greenough. A free kick to Southampton. 3 minutes to go to half-time. Pearson hobbling rather badly again there. It looked like handball, and it didn't fool the referee.
He's not making any friends among the Manchester United supporters, Clive Thomas, today.
Bobby Stokes saying it was up on his chest, but it didn't really look it. And Pearson still in a bit of trouble there, Jack.
Yeah, I don't know if it's from the earlier injury or that one. He got over the first one okay. I should imagine he got over this one as well.
That was rather a wild, yes. And Tommy Doherty a bit upset, I think, with that challenge by Peter Rodrigues on Lou Macari. Rodrigues saying that I was a good foot away from him. And Tommy Kavanagh, I notice, having a word with Peter Rodrigues, the United trainer. Now a Southampton player down. Macari, offside. I think it's Paul Gilchrist, isn't it?
Early in the game, Manchester United were caught offside very, very often, and that's the first one for quite a while. They're tending to play very square up front when they build it up slowly, and people run with the ball. When they played it wide, it would look different class when they played it wide to the wingers and let them have a go.
Well, that pass by Shannon, miscued badly there, straight to Coppell. Pearson, who seems to have shaken off that injury for a moment there, he was running well. Now Peach. Now McCallion. Steele. Osgood. Trying to get a 1-2 going there with Bobby Stokes. Last minute of the first half. As Gordon Hill hits the long ball forward there for Pearson. Jim Steele again is there for Southampton. Here's Nicky Holmes. Rodrigues just touching it again for Holmes. Gilchrist. McCallion. Peach. Again hit towards Gilchrist this time. Osgood, or rather Shannon was on the far side. Here's McCallion. My goodness, he drove that one, but he drove it straight at a United defender. And a chance now for a counter break from Manchester United. Coppell now. Again past Peach. Holmes covering in behind him. Steele in behind Holmes. Brought down this time, and it is a free kick. No doubt about this for a foul. No doubt at all. So a free kick for Manchester United. Alex Forsyth is going to take it. Dinked in there towards the far side there, just fisted away. Hill turning it back. Corner. That looked like a Gordon Hill special there. But the whistle goes for half-time. There we see it again. Fisted away. Hill catches it beautifully on the half volley. And it cannons off. I think it's Mel Blythe there. Behind as the referee signals the half-time whistle. So, Hearts 0, Rangers 2 up at Hampden Park. Laurie McMenary's Southampton, the underdogs who started this cup campaign as 100-to-1 outsiders, are holding Manchester United, the red-hot favourites here at Wembley, 0-0. Coming back for the second half of this 1976 FA Cup final, where the half-time score was, of course, Manchester United 0, Southampton 0. Stepney there, who made that one very good save from Mike Shannon, giving the benefit of his considerable experience to Gordon Hill. Alex Stepney, who's been 10 years at Old Trafford now. He joined them from Chelsea. In fact, I suppose if you can pin one save down to his name, it's a save he made in this stadium when Manchester United won the European Cup final in 1968. A tremendous save from Alex Stepney from the shooting of Eusebio of Benfica. Well, he saved well from Mike Shannon there in the first half. What we've got to look out for, obviously, is, as Don Revie was saying at half-time, to see whether Southampton go on attacking Manchester United, which is a very bold gamble indeed. So now we're just about ready to start the second half. Southampton now will be attacking the goal on our right. So Tommy Docherty back, Laurie McMenaly behind him. Clive Thomas having another look at that watch to make sure that everything is in order. And away we go again. 0-0. And I fancy we might have a pretty dramatic 45 minutes awaiting us now as Osgood finds Nicky Holmes. It's with David Peach on the far side. A little touch for Holmes again. Calliope playing it forward. Stokes. Now, will Shannon get to this one? Challenged by Greenoff. Goal kick. Forsyth to Coppell. Forsyth. Hill, a beautiful ball there. Gilchrist holding off just a moment. Nicking it through there for Pearson. Played on now towards McElroy. Houston backing up well. A slight misunderstanding there, allowing Bobby Stokes to get in even at the expense of a corner. United now playing towards their own supporters. Bakari coming up, Osgood going back. Corner going in, Houston didn't quite get a touch to it. It's with Jerry Daly now. Alex Forsyth to Brian Greenoff. Went up for the corner and has stayed up there. Coppell getting that cross in, but way behind the Southampton goal, and the goal kick to Southampton. Come on, he said. Come on, he said. Turner with Southampton's kick. Now Gordon Hill. Pearson playing it back again for McElroy. Daly, nice, neat, short, simple passing at the moment here by Manchester United. Koppel on the far side, good run again by Daly. Now he's turned inside. Forsyth again with that cross hit low. Koppel picking it up again. Rodriguez coming in and committing himself, and Shannon coming in behind him. Jack.
A part of Manchester's game this season has been getting the ball around about the edge of the box and then hitting him across the face of the goal with a lot of pace on. And they haven't done a lot of it this time. And suddenly at the beginning of this half, the first ball they get to put in, the fellow whacks it across and in among a lot of people. Probably Tommy said to them, you know, this is what you need to do, because you're not going to get anything in the air off this lot. And he's probably right.
And if you'd been Laurie McMenemy, Jack, what would you have been saying to Southampton?
Exactly what Don Revie said at half-time. Keep playing the way you are. Wait for the chance to happen. Give nothing away at the back. Challenge for every ball. Keep chasing and hope that the break goes your way. And he might be right. It might.
Houston. Stokes. McCalliog. Shannon. There's the cross coming in again towards Peter Osgood. No, it'll come instead for Nicky Holmes. Touched on again. No. Lost his way a little bit there. His intention was to try and feed Osgood again. It's now with David Peach for Southampton. Calliog playing it forward, and they just didn't come back quickly enough.
Laurie said to me a week or two ago that he had a good team, and I hadn't seen them this year at all. And they certainly impressed me, Southampton. They certainly look a better team than I thought they were going to be.
They're playing a lot better than they did in the semi-final, Jack, without any doubt at all. But clearly a side that's gone to Aston Villa and won convincingly in a replay, and gone to West Bromwich Albion and won in a replay. They've got something about them. Calm down, says Laurie McMenemy. Keep playing the way you are. Ted Bates on the right of him as we looked at it. Pearson. Daly. And stopped, but only half stopped by Peach. Oh, a lovely bit of skill there, though, by Steele. Osgood, a nice bit of skill as well. And there's another of these Shannon runs. Button's a man with him, and Shannon trying to get round inside him, but Buchan stuck to that job well.
Possibly the first time we've mentioned Martin Buchan. He's been very steady throughout the game, and he hasn't made a mistake yet. And he's looked for those runs from Shannon and cut most of them out, and he's done it very well. You get a feeling, you know, with this Manchester side at the moment, that unless they score soon, a little bit of their confidence could go.
A throw to Southampton. It's the first concession you've made, Jack. You felt very strongly for Manchester United.
Yeah, but they're, I think they've done enough to score, and they haven't done it yet. And because of this, you know, Southampton, the longer the game goes, without giving a goal away, and they'll feel they're still in with a chance.
Well, here's Stokes now, finding Shannon. 1 against 1 as he attacks Stuart Houston. Being forced though across the face of that area, and there were plenty of Man United defenders lined up there. Shannon then going in on the back.
He went the wrong way there, Mick Shannon. He went to Stuart Houston and went on the inside onto his left side. I thought he should have gone straight in and gone on his right into the box.
Forsyth. Now Koppel. Pearson. Daly. Akari. Koppel. Breaking into the middle there for a moment. Daly again. Seems to be everywhere. Well, I don't think he intended that, but it found Macari. I tell you, most of the noise at the moment is coming from the Southampton end. I think they begin to sense that something might happen here this afternoon. That tells its own story. Holmes going in there, a touch off for Osgood. What about that for a touch as well by Osgood, but alas for Southampton it went into touch.
I think Laurie must have had a word with Peter Osgood at half-time about his work rate. It wasn't very good in the first half. He was taking up some good positions, but not much work. This half, he seems to have stirred himself a little bit, and he started to move around and take up different positions and get involved around the ball a little bit more.
Well, he couldn't have a better opportunity than here today to justify the money that's been spent on him. Nearly £300,000. A free kick now to Manchester United, though. Forsyth, Pearson, Koppel, away he goes again, this little flying winger. Koppel now turned inside for Pearson. Oh, brilliant breakout there by Manchester United. Pearson started it, Jack.
Yeah, he's done well, Pearson. He's come and shown all the game. He's had very little joy. Koppel coming in on this one. It was a good lay back. Unfortunately, the lad that came onto the ball, I don't know who it was, Pearson again, was just slightly the wrong angle to play the ball where he wanted to play it, especially if trying to do it with his left foot. It was the one that needed to deflect him with his right, actually, to put it in the right direction.
Osgood, lovely header. Holmes again making these breaks, and there does seem still to be a lot of space down that left-hand side, but he hasn't made very good use of it there. Going up towards Pearson again. Does have this great facility, Jack, for shielding the ball all the time. Pearson denying Jim Steele.
He backs into people.
Now a run by Shannon again. Sorry, I interrupted you, Jack.
He backs into people very well. Good at holding balls off, laying them back for people to come and support him. And this is one of Manchester United's best ploys. They get people up to support Stuart Pearson very, very quickly. So that they give him a target to hit, just to lay the ball gently down to for people to come on and take forward.
Osgood again. Calliogg's up there. Macari right back. Ball still in play. Osgood can't believe it. Linesman was beautifully placed, as indeed he should be. And Daly now sweeping it to this side of the field for Houston. Forward for McElroy. Quietish game Sammy McElroy's had. But now it's with Shannon. Trying to get Rodriguez going. All still in play again, says the linesman on this side, Mr. Gray. Martin Buchan. Macari. Houston. Trying to play it forward again, but Blythe was there for Southampton. Oh, that was a rather crude challenge there, I thought, by Stokes on Macari. Forsyth. Steele. Doesn't let much get past him, Jim Steele, this afternoon. That's not a bad ball either. Straight to Jim McCalliol. Shannon is up front. There's the long ball aimed again towards Mike Shannon. Stokes tried to go in, and his feet were very high. But again, Clive Thomas plays the advantage and plays it well. Houston forward to Pearson. Nodded on this time for McElroy. Again, Jim Steele is there for Southampton. McCalliol. Osgood after this one. Houston with him. Two former Chelsea teammates, and now it's Osgood again. Slipped inside this time for Bobby Stokes. Slipped inside this time for Holmes. They weren't far from getting a very clear opening there for a chance for Holmes to have a shot on goal.
At this stage, Brian, I wouldn't put money on it either way.
Now Gilchrist. Osgood. I think it's Rodriguez who's taken a knock there. Mel Blythe, who's filled in on this side of the field for him for the moment. But the game goes on. Clive Thomas has just given him a quick look. It's Koppel versus Peach. Played in for Macari. And still Rodrigues is down. And now Houston. This is where Rodrigues would have been. And Shannon had to come back, and I think the ball will just spin out of play and will give Clive Thomas the chance to call on the Southampton trainer, Jim Clooney.
Sammy McIlroy's been a big disappointment to me today. He's probably the most ineffective of the Manchester team.
Well, somebody putting some boots on there. Hugh Fisher, by the look of it. The substitute. He seems to be in a pretty bad way there. Just behind the left ear, he's caught a clout. Hugh Fisher, the man who ruled himself out of the semi-finals, he told Laurie McMenemy, "No, I don't think I'm fit enough to play." Paul Gilchrist got his chance and scored an opening vital goal. And the great unselfish act there of Hugh Fisher might well have denied him a Wembley place as well. Well, I'm glad to say from Southampton's point of view, with water all over his hair and his face, that Peter Rodrigues, their skipper, is all right to continue. Not sure he quite knows where he is at the moment. Played here in the '69 final for Leicester City when they lost to Manchester City. Daly again. Osgood in quickly, but he's only found Koppel. Holmes touching it away there towards Stokes. Brian Greenough got that back in though. Bukhari being forced out. Here's Houston. Curled in once more. This might come yet. Steele has fallen, and somehow he's got it away. Brian Greenough right in there, and in the end it was McCalliog who put it behind for the corner.
I think everyone stopped for a handball there. They thought it was a handball, but it wasn't.
I tell you,
now it cost them dear.
Rodrigues is still in trouble too at that. You can probably see on the left-hand side there, it's still crouching down, but there's the ball going in across the face of the goal. Nodded down against the crossbar there by Sammy McIlroy, the nearest we've had to a goal. Here we come again. Nodded backward now. Watch McIlroy against the crossbar. Rodrigues falling to the ground. Rodrigues after this one. Now McIlroy's turning it on a bit. And so too was Rodrigues. The flags are out from Old Trafford now.
The game swung back Manchester's way a little bit in the last 5 minutes.
So delicately balanced, Jack, that it needed just one thing to make you feel that it would go United's way again. And that's the way their fans are feeling at the moment as Sammy McIlroy now takes this corner. Houston is up again. 2, 4, 6 men up for Manchester United. Curled in there. Holmes got the header. Now it'll come for Gordon Hill, just where he loves to hit them, but not like that. I think a lot of managers who've looked at Gordon Hill before he signed for Manchester United were impressed by a lot of things, but not by his finishing, his ability to finish powerfully. And he's done a lot of good finishing this season, but that was way, way off the mark there. A throw to Manchester United. We're a quarter of an hour into the second half now.
There hasn't been a mistake yet, Brian, by anyone at the back in defence that has caused any concern at all. Maybe that's the way this game's going to swing.
Koppel. Well, Peach gave that one away to Koppel. Holmes is after him, though. Did well, Nick Holmes there. McCalliog. Steele in first. Daly only half stopped by Gilchrist, and McIlroy obstructed by Peach. Free kick to Manchester United. There we are, a wide shot there of that whole area. The red shirts coming forward in some numbers now. It's with Coppell, with Forsyth going outside him. That's the ball for Forsyth. Driven low again, as Jack Charlton has said they do. Shannon trying to turn and get away from Buchan. Really, Buchan has put a padlock on chain on him today. Look at Rodrigues right in there. Well, Manchester United overall have got the younger legs. It's a very experienced Southampton side with a few veterans in it. And I wonder, the longer this game goes on, just how well they'll be able to withstand this pace. Is there a point in that, Jack, that the older Southampton side might begin to flag towards the end?
No, I think in the old days when this ground was very holding, it might have applied. But in this game, I don't think it applies at all. They're not that old, you know.
Throw to Manchester United. Here's Pearson again shielding that ball from Steele. Just a little touch that finds Coppell. Crossed in towards McElroy, stopped beautifully there by Blythe. Needed a bit of strength and a bit of bravery there because the boots were flying. Forsyth. Oh, he's given that away to Stokes. On for Shannon, on for Osgood. Shannon again. Chipped in there now for Rodrigues. Hit first time when he had so much time. The pain there on the face of the Southampton skipper, Peter Rodrigues. Why on earth did he take such a quick pot at goal?
He didn't have a lot of time, actually, Brian. If you look closely here, the ball come to him. If he stops it, he's going to be closed up very, very quickly. It was the one that he had to hit and hit well. And he didn't.
I stand corrected. Well, it's a throw. And Gordon Hill being spoken to by referee Clive Thomas there. There's obviously been a clash between Gordon Hill and Paul Gilchrist.
Paul Gilchrist, in fact, has marked Gordon Hill for most of the game, and Rodrigues has been left free at the back. I think with the idea that he could come forward now and again when he felt like it.
Macari's ball to Coppell. Jerry Daly. Forsyth. Greenoff coming up, and look at the space there for him. Slip forward again. Might be it, but it's not, as Blythe hooked that one away to Shannon. Here's Stokes. Shannon's outside him. That's the ball. Calliope's inside him. And that's the ball. Back for Shannon again. Back for Shannon again. Hit! Brilliant piece of play by Shannon. He even got a bit of curl on that as well, but it was just a yard too high. Jack.
It's a good one of Mick Shannon's good points. Going with a bit of acceleration across the box and hitting balls on the run. He just got it too well. They could have done with a little bit less.
So a throw to Southampton, and they're bringing McCreary on. So David McCreary, a man who never stops running, will be on in a moment for Manchester United. Who do you think they'll take off, Jack?
Strangely enough, I think it'll be Gordon Hill.
Yes, indeed. You can see Tommy Kavanagh with the number 11 there alongside.
Well, I didn't see that, actually, so it was a good guess.
Good work, Jack. Greenoff. Now McCalliope. Shannon up ahead of him. And Houston just getting in before Bobby Stokes. Here's Peach.
I don't know really why they're bringing Gordon Hill off and putting McCreary and bringing what do you call him? McCreary on. I can't see any sense in it really. Tommy's usually employed this play late on in games. But I don't think it's going to change the pattern very much, and I think it's going to take a little bit away from Manchester United's attacking possibilities. I think I would have brought Sammy McElroy off first.
But it's Gordon Hill who goes, and it's David McCreary who's on. first sign maybe that there is a little bit of concern on that Manchester United bench. But something has got to be done. Gilchrist now going for this one. Challenging hard, but losing it in the end to McElroy, and here's Houston. McElroy. First touch for McCreary. McElroy. Nipped away by Blythe. Not easy for anybody to come into a cup final as a substitute and pick up the rhythm of the game. Won't be easy for McCreary.
He's a busy little player, and he chases around and he worries people, and he gets involved in almost every ball. And this is probably what Tommy's brought on, trying to upset the defence a little bit.
Osgood not quite able to reach that one. Buchan's here. Halfway through the second half now. And still the score, Manchester United 0, Southampton 0. Holmes going in for that one. It'll fall for McCalliog. A touch here for Gilchrist. Hit forward again for Osgood. Now they've got men up, almost a 3 against 3, but Macari came back quickly. Just look how quickly 7 of them got back for Manchester United, in fact. Here's Peach in a bit of space. The long cross in again towards Peter Osgood. Osgood's header. Shannon won't get there, and Greenough had to turn it behind. There seems to be a bit of pressure on the faces of those Manchester United players now. Long cross, won well by Osgood there. And Greenough turning it away. So David Peach again with the corner. Osgood and Shannon right in there once more. Holmes is at the near post. Still not very far away. Gilchrist with the header. Houston with the header clear. Here's Pearson. Touch there for Brian Greenough. Forward now for Macari. Now a chance for United to break. For Scythe. McCreary on the far side, the substitute.
It's been a good-will, hard-fought cup finalist, Brian, up to now. Not a lot of great chances at either end have been created, but it's got its merits, the game.
Here's McCreary, laid back again. Turned in towards McElroy. Could come something here, no. For Scythe again. Deeper one this time towards Macari, but Turner judged that well. And a nice little throw out here for Stokes. On for McCalliog. Sold a good dummy there on McElroy. Shannon. Not a good return pass there by McCalliog, but here's Shannon again. Trying to get a 1-2 going there. And that time Buchan forced to concede the corner. Tight, skillful little 1-2 there between Shannon and Stokes. And it's brought Southampton this corner with 20 minutes of normal time to go. If it's still all square, obviously at 90 minutes, we get 30 minutes of extra time. Jim McCalliog then with the corner for Southampton. Jim Steele's come up on the far side, but pushed in order to get a sight of the ball, pushing the back on Brian Greenough. Jack?
The game's swinging one way and then the other way. It's Southampton on top, and then it's Manchester on top, and there's very little happening really in midfield, but there's not a lot of goal chances happening in either end. It's a funny sort of game, played more or less across the three-quarter area rather than either in the goal mouths or in the middle of the field.
McCreary. Koppel. Daly. Koppel again. For Scythe making a run on the outside, but it was a dummy run. There's Koppel's cross. Really wasn't a very good one. Gilchrist. A throw given to Manchester United. Lou Macari patiently waits for it. Pearson then shielding that ball, just flicking it wide there towards Macari, but Gilchrist again read that situation so well for Southampton. Stuart Houston with the throw. Pearson taking it on his chest and turning. But Rodrigues finding Shannon. Obstruction and a free kick. Clive Thomas indicating there was a pull on Shannon's shirt. Rodrigues with a kick. Hit towards Peter Osgood. McCalliog. Or rather Stokes now McCalliog to Peach. Chipped in again towards Stokes. McCalliog playing it forward again towards Nick Holmes. Stokes with a shot. Wasn't far off the mark.
Suddenly you get the feeling, Brian, that Southampton are no longer afraid of Manchester United at all. And they're just going to play the
there
game
by Holmes, and a nice touch there by Stokes, but wide. Holmes again winning that ball. Coppell, past Peach. McCreary, a touch for Coppell again. Two Southampton players converging on him though, and it's Bobby Stokes with a touch to find Nick Holmes, and a throw to Manchester United. Brian Greenoff. Martin Buchan. Played forward again there towards McCreary, but Peach read that well. McCalliog with the long ball. There goes Shannon. Osgood tearing into a space as well. And Osgood's got the touch. And Stepney had to make the save.
Alec was out like a shot there.
But another brilliant run there.
You watch
by
Alec
Shannon.
narrow this angle here. Great position.
Stepney, 6-yard line. Look.
Great position, very quickly. Good chance for Peter Osgood there.
Now Coppell. Forsyth. Stopped by Jim Steele. The long ball forward. Trying to bypass all that Manchester United midfield and find Osgood or Shannon, but it was a bit too long. Houston forward this time for McCreary. What a lovely dummy there, but look again how well Steele is covering in behind. Oh, but he's given that one away. But Blythe played it well. They've combined very well, Steele and Blythe. They've covered well for each other this afternoon. There's the long ball from McCalliog, but it's out of play. Jackie, Steele and Blythe.
They've done excellently. That was probably the first mistake that either one of the two back have made, and he nearly cost them dear, because if the ball from little McCleary had been a little bit more pace on it, they could have been in real trouble. But they've done a magnificent job today, these two.
Now it's Brian Greenoff for Manchester United. Pearson. Peach again in. Very positive play there by the Southampton fullback. Forsyth to Macari. Good run here by Macari, brilliant run, and look who's right back to do the challenging. Peter Osgood was there, working hard in that situation for Southampton. Pearson struggling a bit again, and they've already got their substitute on, remember. And if there's extra time, that might be quite a significant point. Pearson really is struggling a good deal now. Inside the last quarter of an hour, we really get now towards the heartbreak time, because anybody knows that one mistake that they made is going to be very hard to cover it up and to recover from it. But here's Pearson again. Doesn't seem to be worried too much about his injury there. Got him a corner.
Stuart Pearson gets himself into positions up beside people, and this area you're always going to take a lot of knocks, because people are always coming in to challenge you from behind. And he's done well today, because he's took a real battering from the two back centre-halves of Southampton.
So here's the corner then. Steve Coppell with it. Floated in towards Stuart Houston. Ian Turner's safe catch. Forsyth. That's cut out very neatly by Rodriguez. Here's Osgood. Gilchrist telling him where he wants it, but it was played just a little too much weight on it. Buchan playing it sideways here for Houston. Now McElroy. Nice little turn of speed and a jinking run, but Blythe with plenty of time to turn and recover and play it back. Peach. Osgood. A lovely header there. Twisted in midair. Found McCalliog. The long ball there towards Shannon. Now it'll come for little Bobby Stokes. Hit well, just over. It's Southampton who are making the better looking breaks at the moment.
Little Bobby Stokes, he's had a couple of good shots here that have just been slightly off target. This one, dipping all the way. And it could have fitted because Alec had just come off his line a little.
Forsyth for Manchester United. Pearson. Daly. Macari. Houston. Creary fighting for that one. Blythe very assured and very confident though, this number 5 for Southampton. Got in well there again. A really faultless performance by him. Nice wink from Mike Shannon, showing that there are not too many nerves as far as he's concerned, although with 12 minutes to go, it would be a terrible moment to lose a cup final. Equally, you might say it's a marvellous time to win it. And as Jack says, it will be a brave man who put money on this match now. Here's McCallion. Here's Holmes. Osgood outside him. That's the ball for Osgood. Stokes and Holmes are waiting in the middle. Still Osgood. Will he get a shot in? No, he tried a little too much. And they closed tight on him. And it's with Pearson. Jerry Daly. Macari. Now it's with Brian Greenoff. Forsyth. McCreary. Corner.
Sometimes you think Manchester United's game is just a little bit too short all the time. They play very few balls over any distance. And maybe it's something that's happening in their play at the moment. You feel that they could open the play out a little bit more.
Here's Koppel with the corner. Pearson with the header, and Osgood. Well, that looked for a moment as though that was going dangerously near his own goal. So it's another corner. This time Sammy McElroy is going to take it. Manchester United with 2, 4, 5, 6 men in that Southampton penalty area. It'll come out for Daly. Hit first time. Gilchrist got a foot to it. Pearson got a header to it. It's still not away yet by any means. McCreary bravely went in there, and Blythe in the end got it away towards Shannon. A touchdown now for McCallion. A chance maybe for him to release Holmes on this side. Shannon on that far touchline. Played this time for Gilchrist. Stokes has made a brilliant run. Here he is. But Buchan is guarding him. Gilchrist, he spotted Osgood on the far side there, and Osgood headed it in, but Forsyth got it away. Again, McCreary in first. He seems to have no nerves whatsoever. Doesn't matter to him if the boots are flying all over the place. He goes diving in there. Rangers now leading by 3 goals to 0 in the Scottish Cup final against Hearts. Johnston having scored his second goal. But still no goals here as we reach 9 minutes to go. A free kick to Manchester United. A foul by Blythe on McCreary, and Blythe showing a bit of dissent there, and Clive Thomas reacting fairly quickly to go have a word with the big number 5.
I can't understand why he was complaining about that one. It was a blatant foul.
So Southampton push back again as Greenough hits a long ball, but they get a goal kick and a bit of relief.
Southampton have played very well at the back and pushing out and not allowing Manchester United into the box, especially in positions like that. They're not cluttering up in front of the goalkeeper, and it's paid off dividends because Manchester can't get in behind them.
Shannon, nice touch again. Calliope. Oh, look at this. Bobby Stokes hit well. Oh, he's there. Stokes has put Southampton in the lead. A great break there for Southampton, and they're all off that Southampton bench. Bobby Stokes, only 5'7" of him. Here it is again, Jack.
Yes, it was a good run, and he was just onside, I felt, when the ball was played. He didn't catch it very well, but like we said, Alec took up a good position, but the bad one beat him. And it sneaked just in the corner. It's been threatening to happen, though.
So Bobby Stokes, who'd scored only 1 goal against Blackpool, 1 against West Brom, that's only his 3rd cup tie goal of the season. But now look at the other end here. Turner is through. And saving it there as Daly went racing into him. Well, it could have been one of those classic occasions. Tom Docherty looking a bit pensive there, where a side goes into the lead and relaxes for a moment and gets caught. But Southampton were saved there by their goalkeeper. And now, incredibly, are this 1 goal into the lead with 6 minutes to go. Now it's Pearson. Well, the Saint supporters up from the south coast. What a moment that was for them to treasure.
Like I said, Brian, what a time to score the winner, because it certainly looks that way now.
Unbelievable, starting this cup campaign at 100 to 1. Given very little chance indeed when the semi-finals were decided. How could Southampton possibly stop the might of Manchester United? And yet they fought and they've competed and they've played well. Their breaks have got better as the game has gone on. And now, with just these 5 minutes now to go, they lead by that one priceless goal to nil, scored for them by Bobby Stokes. Smallest man in their side, and he's done the job that might count most of all. Shannon not playing a very good ball there and finding Greenoff. It's with Forsyth. Those 6 minutes or so, 5 minutes now. I'm sure to people like Laurie McMenemy on the bench will seem the longest 5 minutes of his life. That ball was out of play.
It's very obvious, you know, that Southampton have actually done the homework and done it well and stuck to it. And it's paid off great dividends for them today.
Explain that, Jack. In what way and what particularly have they done with their homework? 1-0 to Southampton, 5 to go.
The fullbacks have done their job exactly right. They've stopped them playing down the wings. Gordon Hill was brought off because he was ineffective. Coppell has been virtually made ineffective in the second half. They've done it right.
And now here's Osgood. And now here's Shannon. And away he goes again. Buchan is after him. Goal kick. Alex Stepney running there to get it taken quickly. 4 minutes to go. And worried men on the Manchester United bench. There's Ted Bates at the far side indicating 4 minutes to go. Come on, says Tom Kavanagh and Tommy Docherty. And Greenoff now taking it up for Manchester United.
This will be the shortest 4 minutes in Tommy Kavanagh's life, and it'll be the longest 4 minutes in Laurie McMenemy's.
Now Pearson for Manchester United. Turning inside, but Nick Holmes getting it away again. He knows it's safe all the time it's in touch. Tremendous reception now from the Southampton fans. And almost dead silence at the other end of Manchester United. Pearson. A goal kick. They're up and down on the bench there, that Southampton bench, like men possessed. They suddenly see a superb light that's been shining at the long old end of a tunnel for a long time during this cup campaign, and suddenly they realise that it's almost there. 3 minutes, in fact. That's the United end, with little to say for themselves at the moment. Martin Buchan, the Manchester United skipper. And at the moment you get the feeling it could be Sunderland and Leeds all over again. 3 times in 4 years a second division side has been to Wembley. Once Sunderland they won, once Fulham they lost. And now Southampton have 2¼ minutes. 2¼ minutes to hold on, to defy everybody who said that it was a one-horse race. Well, maybe it still could be Manchester United's day as Koppel takes up the running. Stopped by Stokes, the man who scored the goal. Back this time for Steele, who's given nothing away at the back. Shannon taking a nudge in the back from Greenoff. Play on, says Clive Thomas, and that's what Nicky Holmes is doing. Here's Paul Gilchrist now for Southampton. Osgood's gone through the middle with Holmes outside him. Inside the last 2 minutes. Holmes now crossing it again towards Peter Osgood. And Forsyth guiding it back to Stepney.
As a professional, Brian, Southampton are throwing balls in and trying to get another goal, and I think it's a mistake. At this stage of the game, they should be keeping the ball and not letting Manchester have it at all.
Well, they've got 1.5 minutes left now, Jack, and it's a free kick to Manchester United that could yet spell danger for Southampton. Clive Thomas wanting it taken from the right spot. Alex Forsyth is going to sling another one in there, but Southampton have got everybody except Mike Shannon back now. Chipped a little shorter this time. And Holmes blasting it away. Exactly 1 minute to go.
Don't you think Laurie doesn't know that?
So Bobby Stokes could be 1 minute away from being a match winner at Wembley. Houston pumping it hopefully forward again, but yet again that yellow back four of Southampton have come forward at the right time and caught Manchester United offside.
That was a great ploy. At this stage of the game, players are always tempted to go backwards towards their own goals in fear. Southampton came out and did it exactly right.
Well, that was a strange free kick to play there. I would have thought it needed to be belted at the other end, but they know what they're doing. And they are now, by my watch, 10 seconds plus any injury time that Clive Thomas adds on. 10 seconds away from bringing another great surprise to a Wembley Cup final. Koppel now for Manchester United. It's got to be the last fling for United now. Steele versus Daly. A throw to Manchester United. Maybe it's not all over yet. McCreary going in there. And Southampton again getting that ball away to the safety there, but only as far as Greenoff. We're in injury time now as Greenoff plants it forward again, and again they're caught offside. And that could be the crucial chance now for Southampton to calm themselves down, take their time, get the ball into the Manchester United half and bring about their victory. A half a minute of injury time already played. And they've done it! Southampton have won it! Bobby Stokes' goal has done it! Laurie McMenemy, emotional tears there. The underdogs have confounded them all, and Mike Shannon and Bobby Stokes celebrate there at Wembley, and look at those scenes of joy. Ian Turner, who was in trouble early on, but survived it all. Mel Blythe, the big number 5, and the number 2, the skipper Peter Rodrigues, on a free transfer a year ago. Tom Doherty coming out with dignity, knowing perhaps that he's been beaten by a better side on the day that did their homework so well. Superb scenes of great excitement for Southampton. Laurie McMenemy, a man who's known the real hard times. He's lost his job in the game before now, and he's had troubles before this season when Southampton could do nothing away from home. And they're crying there. Jerry Daly, is it? On the ground, crying and quite unable to believe that Manchester United are being beaten. Brian Greenoff. Alex Stepney looking more composed. Laurie McMenemy is on the pitch now, hugging his players. And there are 3 or 4 Manchester United players quite unashamedly crying.
I was wrong, Brian, and I'm delighted. Look at Laurie. Even my lips going a little bit at the moment.
He really is the genuine article, Laurie McMenemy. He's upright and he's honest as the day is long. And he's fashioned a good side here at Southampton. But I think even beyond his wildest dreams was a side that could have won the cup this year. So, the moment comes when Southampton go up to receive the trophy from Her Majesty the Queen. An unbelievable result. Peter Rodrigues cast on the heap, and nobody really wanted to know a year ago until Laurie McMenemy snapped him up.
After a magnificent season, Manchester United have neither won the cup nor won the league.
And receiving it from the Queen. Peter Rodrigues, the cup for Southampton. Ian Turner. Peter Osgood, the second time he's had a cup winner's medal, the last time 1970. Just got a picture of the Manchester United chairman, Louis Edwards, there on the left of the picture. Mel Blythe, Hugh Fisher the substitute, Bobby Stokes, whose goal was fit to set before a Queen. David Peach and Nick Holmes, Mike Shannon, some tremendous runs. Hadn't worried for so long. Jim Steele, absolutely unbeatable at the back. And now the favourites, in the end, were beaten. Martin Buchan, maybe getting a word of comfort there from Her Majesty. Alex Stepney, Jerry Daly, Stuart Houston, Alex Forsyth and Gordon Hill, the man who was pulled off. Stuart Pearson, who took 1 or 2 whacks and kept going. David McCreary, the substitute, who came on, but it didn't make a lot of difference. Lou Macari, Brian Greenoff, who was crying at the end. Steve Coppell biting back the tears, and Sammy McElroy too. Clive Thomas, who had a really excellent game as the referee. These are moments that they'll never forget. And there's Peter Rodrigues and Jim McElligott with the cup. Surely they're going to do a lap of honour. And when they do a lap of honour, I just hope they get the right sort of reception from Manchester United fans. Alex Stepney, well, it's the old business that nobody in a cup final wants to know much about the loser. Winning cups is all about the winners. And here they go. A few of them are shouting, a few of them are whistling behind that Manchester United end. But they won it, and they won it well. And at the moment, while those scenes of jubilation are going on there, Manchester United are waving to their fans, really not quite knowing where to put themselves or what to do. Brian Greenoff really is in a bad way. Southampton on that lap of honour, and in fairness to them, the Manchester United fans are giving them a good reception. Jim McElligott, number 10. Ian Turner was the goalkeeper there. Well, they were saying, and they were going through the motions of saying that they thought they could win it. I wonder if they really believed it, and I wonder if they can really believe it now. Just look at the smile on the face of Mel Blythe and Peter Osgood, and Jim Steele as well. Shannon holding up the cup there. And I suggest he was holding that cup up towards Don Revie, who said that Southampton were going to do it. Tremendous moments in a footballer's life, to come here when nobody really fancies you, and yet to steal away with the biggest prize of all. Congratulations, Southampton, 1976 FA Cup winners. Hard luck, Manchester United. They all want to get a grip of it, and the man who's got a hold of it now is the man who made sure that they would have it. Bobby Stokes with that goal right at the end separated those two sides. The old pendulum began to swing a little bit towards Southampton in that second half, as Jackie Charlton said that it was. And Bobby Stokes made sure that the cup went to Southampton. Saints fans at that end. That's the prize. Those are the supporters. The final score in the Scottish Cup final is Rangers 3, Hearts 1. We're going to take a short break now. After that break, we'll come back to Wembley and talk to the men who've won that cup.
That's what it's all about. Silver with blue and yellow ribbons. Southampton the winners, and the man who scored the goal that gave Southampton the cup, Bobby Stokes. Bobby, the happiest day of your career?
Oh, it's got to be, yeah, the happiest day. Oh, can't savour it, yeah.
There was a moment earlier this season when you might have moved away from Southampton, wasn't it?
Yeah, down the road to my local Pompey, yeah, but the move wasn't right, so I stayed with the boys.
Really wasn't right, was it?
It's turned out well for me in the end.
Now, what about the goal? If you watch over there, and you see it coming up. Now, let's have it in your words when it comes up. There it is. Now, come on.
Well, it's a good ball from Jim McCalliog.
What a great ball.
Just banked that right for me. It was,
go on then!
it was in the moment I left my foot, you know.
You see it again, hold on. When you say it just bounced up right, I mean, it really was a beauty, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cool, that's how you spell it.
Were you expecting to see your name up in lights like that today?
No. It's a fairy tale.
Now, here it comes again.
Yeah, brilliant ball from Jimmy Lane. It just banks his right for me.
Hey, he does really, you know. It's behind him. Great goal, Bob. Great goal. Don't turn on me away. Oh, what a goal.
Oh, they are. Great ball. Now, where's Jim McCalliog? Somewhere over there. Jim, what about that ball?
Yes, well,
Lace was facing the wrong way.
I think I put it just a little bit behind him, actually. No, I just, when it got laid back off of Mickey, then I seen Bobby running and I just played it in.
You managed, in fact, to play quite a few through that have put them under pressure. Mike Shannon had got through on a number.
Yes, well, you know, this is what we were sort of playing to, really, up to Ozzy back, and then Mickey and Bobby running through.
Peter Osgood, you said that you were in the mood today. Did you enjoy it when you got out there?
Well, I don't know. It was a bit fast, actually. I didn't get a lot of the ball, you know, because we was, as Jim said, knocking it over the top for Mick. Mick did great, as usual, for us, you know, and he worked out smashing for us.
Mick Shannon, when did you think that you could actually win the cup?
Well, I thought first half Jim knocked a great ball for me, and Alec, well, I don't know, he just got a toe to it or something to it. I mean, I thought it was in then. But that was always on for us, you know. It was just a matter of getting it right. And, I mean, Christ, the lad didn't have hit it well. I mean, it just dropped right from him. And, I mean, he's the best in the club at it. We've said it, we've been saying it all for so long. And, I mean, well, what can you say? Oh, dear, frightened you to death.
What about the Manchester performance? Were you disappointed by it?
Well, they were a bit edgy, I think, you know, sort of young kids, you know, they seemed to be a little bit nervous before the game, you know, you could sense it. After about 10 minutes, you could feel it.
David Peach, you were at the receiving end, as it were, when they were coming at you. Did you ever feel in trouble?
A couple of times he got past me on the outside. I think I was a little bit too eager to get the ball, you know. But once I just stood in front of him and let him and jockeyed him, he never felt he was going to go by me.
Now, Laurie McMenemy, come and say hello, Laurie. Congratulations.
Hello,
tremendous
Gerald.
performance.
Hello, thanks very much indeed.
Now, when did you feel that you had the game in your pocket?
When the ball hit the back of the net. No, I didn't think that Manchester United gave us many problems in the second half. In the first half, I was always worried. The only problem I had in my mind was if they got a free kick or a corner. The free kick which was flicked on and headed against the post, that was a very good corner and deserved better, really. But when that didn't go in, I turned to someone next to me and I said that I couldn't see them winning it then.
Well, now we can show you the goal again, and we'll have a look at it now from behind the goal. I wonder if you'd tell us how you see it from here.
Well, Jimmy McCalliog actually, I think, had a little look before he struck that ball. Bobby ran forward well. I wondered if he was offside. I didn't realise he hit it as early as this. Full marks for doing that because he knew where the goal was and he stuck it right in the corner. That is a much better goal than I thought it was. I thought Bobby had took it on one stride, you know, a bit of control and then hit it. But the lad hit it and it was going away from him and he struck it in the opposite corner. That was a very good goal, good technique.
When did you think they were going to win?
I couldn't see us losing, Gerald, but we had a lot of good chances early on, and when we didn't hit the net, I thought Mick had a great chance. That was a tremendous ball off Jimmy McCalliog.
Now, everybody saw this game as being a matter of Manchester United coming at you.
Yes.
Now, what did you have in mind, and what worked for you?
I think the trouble is, Gerald, that you just said everybody had this in mind. You haven't seen much of us this year. And the top press writers haven't either. And it's not a criticism, it's a fact of life,
sure.
that they've got to go and look elsewhere. And on paper, we looked as though we'd be second raters and underdogs. And we honestly and sincerely worked very hard at proving that we were a good team. I've got a very good blend of people. If you can understand, I don't think that we've been good enough recently to get out of the second division, but we're good enough to perform.
Was this your best performance of the season?
We're good enough to perform in the first. No, anybody that has seen us regularly, the second grade of writers, will tell you that this is how we can play, and I thought it was a good game, but I'm possibly not in a position to
Have you played better than this season?
Yes, I thought we've had occasions like Sunderland, we beat 4-0, it was a very good game, and Bristol City, we played some tremendous stuff early in the season. We've had some excellent performances, but to play well here, I mean, is a bit special, and Mick Channon's just shouting, don't forget his testimonial match on Monday night, QPR, who are champions at the moment versus the cup winners, can't be bad.
I think you'll be queuing outside there now, won't they?
Well, it should be, because Mick Channon deserves everything he gets.
And what about Europe?
So does the team today. Well, Europe, yeah, we'll have to start sprechen die Jori Hinny.
Well done, Laurie. Congratulations, everyone. Just want to have a word with someone we haven't talked to, Ian Turner, the goalkeeper. Ian, you had one or two moments in the first half when you had players through caused you a bit of problem?
Yeah, one or two bobbles in the area, you know, of shots. But nothing serious.
You had one I remember right out on the edge of the box that looked a bit
Gordon
crucial.
Hill come through. We were caught a bit square at the back. We pushed two full-backs up, which we only usually push one up opposite side for a quick switch. But we were covered. If he'd have got past me, Mel was behind, which I never knew at the time.
But you certainly had matches this season when you personally have had a lot more work to do.
Yes, I think he was one in midfield more than anything else. I mean, Alex Stepney never had anything to do, really, you know, and I don't think I had that much. But I think all the other 10 had to work a bit.
Sure. Ian Turner, congratulations anyway.
Thank you.
From